Here he is. Hey, Regé, how are you doing?
Hey, Hildegard, I'm good, but I can't wait to see these cars. Aren't you excited?
I'm absolutely thrilled to present the Audi Q4 e-tron models to the world and celebrate the premiere with you tonight.
So, does that mean they're somewhere nearby?
They are right next to me.
So you can show me a sneak peek, right?
No, you'll have to wait a bit longer, Regé.
Oh, come on, please, Hildegard.
Patience is a virtue, Regé. And we'll have some great people with us tonight. Hey, I see you later on stage, okay?
All right, great.
Holding your breath still, you jump the fire. We'll just sit and wait till
I'm Anna Gassa. I'm an Austrian snowboarder and I love what I'm doing. Progress means challenging your limits.
Progress is, with intention, bringing something into the world that will improve the world, that will make it better for yourself and those around you. Celebrating progress.
My name is Malaika Mihambo. I'm a long jumper and a world champion.
7 meters 30.
Progress is part of my world, of everything I do. Focusing on yourself, and then you just connect to yourself in a special kind of way, and I really love that feeling.
laying it.
When I hire people, I think, how can I hire a crew that better reflects the world I live in so that I can create progress in the industry that I very much wish to change? Progress is daring to do better.
Hello and a big welcome to the celebration of progress. Tonight, it's time for an electrifying world premiere, and I'm very happy you're with us. The car is the star, but as you have seen, we've also got many like-minded characters with us. Characters who, like us, want to shape the future, who think and act future-minded, and want to create things that provide added value and beautiful experiences. And as we've got quite a few of them, we need a host. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man who already guided us successfully through our last celebration of progress, featuring the e-tron GT world premiere a few weeks ago, Steven Gätjen.
Thank you very much, Henrik, for these kind words and for this impressive opening. I couldn't have done it any better.
Nice try, Steven, but I would say I'll be back later and leave the show in your capable hands.
Thank you very much, Henrik. Ladies and gentlemen, a big warm welcome from me as well. You already saw her briefly, and here she is again. Please welcome Hildegard Wortmann.
Steven, good to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
It's always a good feeling when I have you next to me on stage. Makes me feel very happy.
Hildegard, unfortunately, the second guest can't be with us in person,
Yeah,
but seconds ago, he was on the phone talking to you, and now he's on the big screen.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Regé-Jean Page.
Hey, Regé, good to see you again now.
Hey, Germany, how's it going?
Hi
Good.
there.
We're very excited. How are you?
Oh, I'm all good. Steven, have you seen the car already?
To be honest, no, Reggie, but we're only minutes away from seeing it. Hildegard, let's tease him a little bit more.
Yeah.
As the board member responsible for sales and marketing, you will show us another way that Audi is living progress.
Yeah.
What does progress mean to you?
You know, Steven, progress means driving the transformation. It is shaping the future, inspiring people, inspiring our customers. To me, that's what the Q4 e-tron models are all about. The next step forward to a more sustainable future. For me, they embody our spirit to take things to the next level. So, Regé, is that something you can relate to?
Yeah, Absolutely. I mean, as an actor, you never stop working on making dreams come to life. And that takes a certain passion, dedication, commitment, and a determination to make that actually come to reality. Speaking of things I'm determined to do, can I see the car yet?
I knew you would ask again. No, you can't. You've got to wait a little longer.
Come on, it's the world premiere. What are you waiting for?
Regé, not what, but rather who are we waiting for?
That's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Audi's CEO, Markus Duesmann.
Hildegard.
Hi, Markus.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm delighted to introduce you to the next electrifying milestone for Audi. Today we are bringing premium electric mobility to the compact segment with the Q4 e-tron and the Q4 Sportback e-tron. They are our entry-level models for the electric world of Audi. And they are among the 20 fully electric cars we are going to launch by 2025. And I can't wait to show you the next one.
And now that we've heard about living progress and what it means to Audi, Regé, and I'm very proud of you, you've been so patient. But is there anything that you have to add?
Wow. Yeah, living progress is a huge idea. And so I guess to me, one of the best things about life is that we keep moving forward. I love that we are constantly evolving. We progress, and progress should be celebrated. Progress is what keeps us dreaming, questioning. You know, it keeps us always wondering, is there something more? Now, what comes next? Progress lets us shape ourselves. It lets us shape a better present. It lets us shape the future. Because the future's not something that just happens. The future's not just a distant goal. Future is an attitude.
Thank you very much, Regé, and see you later. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's why they say good things come in pairs. Markus, could you please tell us why the Q4 e-tron is the next milestone for Audi?
Sure. We see the Q4 e-tron as the next logical step towards sustainable mobility. It makes premium electric mobility accessible and is our contribution to bringing e-mobility to a wider audience. I'm sure its space, range, and rapid charging will convince many customers to choose e-mobility.
Hildegard, could you give us the facts and figures?
Yeah, I mean, depending on the model, the range is up to 520 kilometers, according to WLTP, and that's class leading with a premium compact segment. And despite its compact dimensions, it's very versatile and powerful enough to handle anything our customers might encounter in their everyday lives. The Q4 e-tron offers top performance and comes with a wide range of different drivetrains.
Yes, true. It's sporty, functional, and has a lot of innovative digital features. Plus, the Q4 e-tron redefines the segment boundaries as we know them today. It combines the A+ segment dimension with a B segment trunk volume and a C segment interior. That's what makes it a perfect main car and suitable for everyday use.
Marcus, what are your personal highlights, though?
Personally, I really like the augmented reality head-up display. That's a huge leap forward in digital technology. And in general, I think it's important that the Q4 e-tron is very sustainable with long-term activities across the entire value chain. Our goal is to hand over the Q4 e-tron models to our customers with a net carbon neutral footprint.
Hildegard and Marcus, it's always a pleasure. Thank you very much for your insights.
Thank you.
We will hear more about the key features of the car later in the show. Now, I would like to welcome the man behind the design of the Q4 e-tron. He's one of the most renowned car designers in the world. Audi's head of design, Marc Lichter.
Hi, Steven.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Fantastic, Marc. We met for the first time when you unveiled the e-tron GT at the Celebration of Progress just a couple of weeks ago. And now the next e-tron is here. How do you do that? Talk us a little bit through the design process, please.
Oh, it will be a pleasure for me. Like I mentioned last time at e-tron GT Unveil, the basis for a good design are proportions. And the proportions are defined by the package. And these proportions are simply perfect SUV proportions. And I'd like to explain to you why. There's a huge battery pack located in the floor. To create the space, we put the wheels in the corner of the car. And by the way, the wheels are the biggest wheels we ever used in an A+ segment vehicle. But I have to point out this overhang. You know, we are always fighting for short overhangs. And this is really by far the shortest overhang we ever had at Audi. But the most important detail is our single frame. We want that you recognize this car from far away as an Audi because of the single frame shape. And then you reckon in the same second, oh no, it's a closed covered single frame with a brightened color, and the brightened color is sitting in dark surrounding. This shows you from far away that's an Audi e-tron. And I like this very slim, light graphics. Talking about the body side, it's a very clean body side, and Quattro is a very important gene in our DNA. It has been in the past and will be in the future. And what we do in our exterior design, we always want to point out Quattro. That's why we put a very huge and muscular muscle on top of all four wheels. And the result is that the car looks very attractive, very sporty, very bold. And my favorite perspective is the three-quarter rear view. You can see that the slim cabin is sitting on this wide track and this wide muscle. And this is underlined, by the way, by this very precise daytime running light graphic. And Steven, if you think, yeah, I agree, Mark, it's a very attractive looking car, but it's not sporty enough for me, please follow me. I'd like to show you the Q4 Sportback e-tron. The difference is this very fast roofline, which everybody knows very well from our Sportback cars like an A7, for example. But this time, we did the fastest roofline, and this line is running into the spoiler. And we came up with this idea in the wind tunnel. And the result is that we could reduce the drag coefficient by many, many points. So altogether, we combine in perfection sporty lines with efficiency. But Steven, I'd like to show you my favorite detail.
Okay.
And these are the digital...
Wait a second, Marc. I like your passion. Hold your horses, though. First, I'd like to tell the audience what's coming up next. We'll meet the genius behind Audi's lighting technology, an actress who's a household Hollywood name, and three guys from FC Bayern Munich.
Hey, Audi.
But we'll start with an Olympic champion who has already had the pleasure of testing the Q4 e-tron in a winter wonderland.
Hey guys, I'm so excited to be here today and I can't wait to try out the Q4 e-tron. Come with me. I think it's running. I can't hear anything, but let's see. Woohoo! Let's go! Wow, look at this. It's so beautiful. Here we go! So we made it to the snow. Still driving really smooth. It is really a fun car. Phew, we made it! That was one of the most fun and smoothest rides I had. And now I show you what I have with me. And that's it.
Looks like fun. And now here she is. Please welcome a woman who, just like Audi, keeps redefining the realms of possibility. Anna Gasser. Hello, hello.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hi.
Great to have you here, Anna.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's an honor.
Anytime. You are an Olympic champion, a world champion, and you have won many medals. And we know as a sportswoman you love playing games. And we saw you doing the Tetris challenge with the new Q4 e-tron. What was it like?
It was really fun, but it was also a workout, like almost more than training in the gym, I would say. And I was really surprised how roomy the car was. I could fit all my equipment and there was still room.
It's amazing. How come, Mark, that the car is so spacious?
Yeah, thanks to the EV architecture. That means there's a flat floor. The dimension of the Q4 e-tron is like an A+ segment vehicle, but the interior space is like a C-segment vehicle. And I'd like to give you some examples. The trunk volume is up to 535 liters, and you can increase this easily by folding down the rear seats up to almost 1,500 liters. But you know what's even more impressive is the roominess of the interior. Thanks to the flat floor, you know, one example is the floating center console, which offers you lots of space for your personal belongings. But what's even more impressive is the space in the second row. The front seat is in a perfect position for me, and I'm almost 2 meters tall. And the result is that there is a huge leg room, which usually a C or D segment car like A8 or A7 or A6 is offering. And that's a benefit of this EV architecture.
Looks beautiful. Thank you, Mark. Anna, what I would like to know is, I mean, you spent a lot of time with the Q4 e-tron. What was it like driving it?
I had such a great time. It was so much fun to try it out on the snowy Kaunertal Glacier Road. And it was so quiet. I didn't drive an electric car before, and I was amazed. It was quiet, it was smooth, it was fast. I had such a good time. And I think the thing I like most about driving an all-electric car is I have no CO2 emissions, and that just feels good. I love nature, I love the snow, and I want to keep that for a long time.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Anna. Thank you very much, Mark. Before you go, Anna, last question. When and where will you try to go out for the next medal to be on the podium?
Well, this season is pretty much over, but next season is a big one, and I'm really excited for it. It's an Olympic season, and I, of course, hope to be somewhere on the podium there.
Cool. Defending your title. All the best of luck. Thank you very much. It was great having both of them here. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, are two men who have dedicated their lives to light. They shape it, they bend it, and they know which form it has to have. Meet Audi light designers Cesar Muntada and Stefan Berlitz.
There is no light without the shadow. We know what's close, what's far, what's edgy, what's soft. We understand our world thanks to the shadows. My name is Cesar Muntada. I'm the head of light design on wheel design at Audi. The light tunnel has become almost like the second office. We design something that is on paper very nice, but it needs a physical confirmation.
All of us have family, we want to see our family, so we are really happy that we can do nearly all of the work during daytime. And then afterwards, when we go out for a night drive, it doesn't take that much time as before. My name is Stefan Berlitz. I'm head of development lighting. We develop all the lights around the car together with styling.
I think that it's very important to be together developing with the engineers. Without technology, it would be very difficult to do light design. We used to design lights with just a light bulb. It was pretty simple. In the moment where the LED came, we saw the potential of actually creating everything with light.
We really have a highlight in our car. The first time we have the possibility to individualize our lighting signature.
It's based on digital possibilities that our new technology offers. You can see a signature that is very focused or a bigger opening eye with a bigger pupil. When you look in both sides, it gives a completely different look to the car. You can choose by selecting in your MMI your individual signature. And in this moment, I think it's when the people see not only the Audi, they will say, I saw you coming with the Audi. With this light, we started something completely new.
In the future, we will have even more possibilities for individualization, for addressable lights. This car is the first one that opens the door for this new technology, for the new future of lighting.
The really new thing that is going to come is the light communication. Light is going to start to talk. We can maybe make a better world because it means that from more far away, we can convey a message. And not only for the car drivers, but for the bicycle drivers, motorcycle drivers, pedestrians. This is a complex world. We need to understand each other, we need to talk to each other. And I think light is our future language. Light for me is everything. Light inspires me constantly. I like to get out late, very late, when there's very, very little or no traffic at all, and take pictures of our cars. Not only of the lights, but also the reflections that produce our lights into the other objects, and these reflections come back to our cars. So night is my special playground. We are designers not only of an object, we are actually designing the moment where you see the light. You're not looking at the car, you're looking at what's happening outside the car. We're designing that moment. My name is Cesar Montero. Working with light is my dream come true.
Great to see people with such a passion for their work. From somebody who designs light to somebody who's in the spotlight. She's an award-winning director, actress, producer, and activist. Here is the one and only Olivia Wyatt.
Hello, world. Hello, Stephen. I'm so excited. I wish I could be there with you guys today, but I'm excited to be a part of this launch, be a part of the celebration of progress, which is just an amazing name for a show.
Olivia, we all know you're a great actress and a great director, but you're with us today because there's a topic that's close to your heart and equally important to Audi. Please tell us why our planet is so important to you.
I think it's impossible to live in the world today without an awareness of why it's so essential to think about sustainability in our personal lives as well as in business. And having spent so much time in the entertainment industry since I was a teenager, I have been able to understand the connection between entertainers and influencing consumers and helping people to learn about lifestyle choices they can make to live a more sustainable life. So I co-founded a company called Conscious Commerce, which aims to be a guide towards conscious living and conscious business. And I just try to keep sustainability in mind whenever I have the opportunity to do so.
That's fantastic. I've heard that you've attended the launch of the Audi e-tron in San Francisco in 2018.
Yes, I remember it well. It was a lot of fun. It was a great party. And I remember how exciting it was actually to get in the car and to learn a little bit more about this innovative engineering that went into this really exciting new electric technology that's going to change the world. And this new Q4 is a completely different and even more exciting version of that car. I'm thrilled.
Olivia, it seems the Q4 e-tron is right up your alley. I was told that in some markets, the Q4 e-tron can be bought with parts which include recycled materials, for example, floor mats and seat upholstery.
It's really inspiring to see such innovation go into such a well-engineered car. I'm really, really excited to see that consumers will have an opportunity to own a vehicle that is really a part of the future, that is engaging the smartest minds to come together and figure out how to put together a better version of the cars that we rely on and that we're excited to drive. And I'm so sorry I can't be there today. I wish I could take the Q4 for a spin.
And you know what, Olivia, as you can see, I've got two right here next to me, and I would let you have one, but unfortunately, you are too far away. Maybe next time. Thank you very much for joining us, Olivia. All the best.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such a thrill to be a part of this launch. I wish I could be there in person, but thank you for letting me pop in to say hello.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are saying hello to two people who can tell us something about range in one way or the other. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Chief Technical Engineer at Audi, Markus Kite, and long jump world champion, Malaika Mihambo. Hello.
Hello, Stephen. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great, thank you.
Hey, Stephen. How are you?
Very good. Great to have you here. Malaika, congratulations on being a world champion.
Thank you.
I would like to show you your impressive jump again in Doha in 2019. That was your golden try. What was your range, Malaika?
At that day, I jumped 730.
I cannot believe what we're seeing. Malaika Mihambo is the world champion.
In the end, I just achieved the best result I ever did so far, so it was a really special moment.
World-class performance. Congratulations once again. Markus, let's talk about the range of our second world-class performer.
The range of the Q4 e-trons is up to 520 kilometers, according to WLTP, and of course, up to the model you choose.
And how did you achieve that?
The Q4 e-tron is our new development and is built on a purely electric platform that combines two things. Number one, you have a really upper-class interior, a lot of space. And number two, you have enough space for a big battery. So we can accommodate battery sizes 52 and 77 kilowatt hours net.
I think the most important question, though, is how fast does it charge?
Oh, it charges very fast. At the high charging station, you get 127 kilometers within 10 minutes. And the good thing is, if you combine the high charging with the Audi charging services, you have access to 210,000 charging stations within Europe.
Malaika, I think for the next championship, that should be enough, no matter where they are.
Yeah, I guess too. I mean, it sounds really great. And me as an athlete, I would love to drive more often electric cars. And because we have so many kilometers we're doing over the year, and it would be great to, do it with a good conscience about it and do something for our planet in that way.
How far was your last drive?
The last competition was in Poland, and it was about 1,000 kilometers, I guess.
With the Q4 e-tron, no problem at all. So you charge at home, you start driving with a full battery, and then only one, maximum 2 times you have to stop by. And I promise it will be a great ride.
That sounds great.
Thank you both for giving me an insight into ranges, charging, and traveling. All the very best to both of you. Next up on the show, our world champions, just like Malaika, Intuition plays a big role in their sport, just like in the Q4 e-tron.
When you make an important decision that could change everything, there's something that's just as important as pure experience. Intuition. It's hard to describe rationally, but it tells you you're on the right way.
I don't calculate where the ball will move to. There's just something inside of me that tells me where to go.
On peut entraîner l'intuition, mais cela découle plus de l'expérience, moins de l'entraînement.
In entscheidenden Momenten muss ich mich auf meine Intuition verlassen. Hey Audi, take me to the Allianz Arena.
Si tu commences à penser, c'est déjà trop tard.
An intuitive move at the right time, it can change everything.
Intuition schafft Vorsprung.
Okay, let's dive more deeply into the digitalization of the Audi Q4 e-tron, and therefore I need an expert on stage. And here she is, Janina.
Hi, Stephen.
Good to have you here. Janina, you are one of the digital experts at Audi working on the features in their cars. And the Q4 e-tron has, as far as I know, a lot of brand new digital features. Is that right?
Oh, it's absolutely right. It is packed with digital features. For example, now by saying, "Hey Audi," you activate voice assist, and this is only one option to interact with the vehicle.
Sounds easy. What are the other options?
Come on, I'll show you.
Okay. We go into the car.
There's, for example, the steering wheel. A major step forward are the touch surfaces, which react to touch and also to swipe gestures. You can use it to control features like personal settings, radio or media playlists, or also display layouts. And I can tell you that swiping makes finding this one song in your playlist or adapting the volume so much easier. And to make ease of use even better, we also incorporated touch response, which perfectly combines the driving task and touch interaction.
Wow. But what about the big display?
You mean the MMI screen?
That's what I meant.
We increased its size to offer a better overview of the content shown and to make touch interaction even better.
But you mentioned many, many other options. But if I take a close look, I can't see anything else. So is there another option? Is that it?
Oh, yeah. There is one option, and you mean the augmented reality head-up display. To me, it's one of the major technological highlights of this vehicle. But you actually can't see it now because it only turns on when the car's driving.
Okay. So we have to turn it on. And
Absolutely.
I think this is what it looks like.
That's it, yeah. You see that all the important information you need are displayed directly in front of you on the windshield, like navigation, speed limit, assistance systems, just to name a few. And the information are shown on two separate levels, the status section and the augmented reality section.
That is really, really awesome.
It is, I love it. And the turning arrows, they are displayed dynamically, and they appear to be floating at a distance of roughly 10 meters. And by this, the driver gets a better overview of very complex situations very, very quickly without being distracted.
So no more getting lost on the way to the show.
No more getting lost.
Janina, thank you very much. That was very impressive.
You're welcome.
It feels quite futuristic, which brings me to the next film. Here's somebody who is responsible for tomorrow's Audi models, and he's going to tell you about the Q4 e-tron. Meet the head of product line e-tron, Fermin Sonera.
An experienced and well-functioning team that is always willing to go the extra mile. That's what it takes to build a car like the Audi Q4 e-tron. More space, more freedom, more technology. The interior feels premium and generously spacious. Four individual light signatures to choose from on request. The Audi Q4 e-tron is the only series model offering such a feature. With the optional augmented reality head-up display, we are offering a glimpse into the future already today. On the balance sheet, the Q4 e-tron will be produced CO2 neutral and offers a range of upholstery with recycled materials. With the e-tron charging service, you will be driving carefree, anytime, anywhere, thanks to more than 200,000 charging points in Europe. The Q4 e-tron shows today how the future of mobility looks like, and it fits perfectly in our e-tron lineup.
And now I'm joined on stage by the present Audi e-tron lineup, and it's time for two comebacks. First up, welcome back, Henrik.
Hello, Stephen.
Henrik, we've heard that the Q4 e-tron is the next chapter in the story of living progress. What else does the story tell us?
You know, Stephen, fortunately, it's actually a never-ending story. Some chapters can be seen here, but there's so much more to come. Because what you see here is the result of Audi's attitude. The future is not something we wait for. We build and invent it every day.
That calls for an expert on progress. And I think, and I hope he's still there. Regé, can you see and hear us? Perfect.
Yes, right here, Stephen. Don't know how much of an expert I am, but yes, that does ring true for me. The attitude that Henrik is describing is something that I've realized is global and personal. You have to inspire change. That's how it works.
Exactly, Regé. Of course, we all know it's a personal thing. At Audi, we are leveraging technology today to make tomorrow's world a better, a more livable place. And we're working with like-minded characters like you are, because, as we all know, the more we are, the greater the impact will be.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a hugely powerful thought. I think that I found that if everyone's doing their part, if everyone is contributing, if everyone is listening more and acting more generously, then you can create that more livable, better world that you're talking about. It's a huge task, but it is possible.
And that's why we're celebrating progress tonight. We're at the dawn of a new age of mobility. And if we are doing it right, and if we stick together, we can achieve great things.
That's the kind of progress that excites me.
True words, gentlemen, and thank you so much, Regé. It was a real pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Yes, Regé, thank you so much for joining us.
No, not at all. Thank you for having me. Bye, Henrik. See you, Stephen.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Regé.
Henrik, China is at the forefront of mobility these days, and I know that you lived in Shanghai for many years.
That's true, Stephen. And that's why it's my personal great pleasure to announce the next chapter of Audi e-tron design will be unveiled at the Shanghai Motor Show. And here is a sneak peek.
Wow, I can't wait to see more. Looks really, really good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this amazing show, and I leave the last words to the man who had the first. Henrik, over to you.
Thank you very much, Stephen. You have been a great host again. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this celebration of progress. Please stay healthy, stay safe. We very much look forward to seeing you all, hopefully soon. Goodbye.